Tarot. How are you all doing? I hope you're all well and blessed during this time. I know that it's a difficult time for us all. Hey, my lovelies. It is me, Afro Tarot. I hope you are all well at this time. I know it's a difficult time for us all. There's so much going on in the world and so much continuing to go on in the world, and we are quite dominated with everything to do with Corona. You're gonna have to excuse my shuffling. I don't want to knock the camera. I have a new setup here, and I don't want to sort of knock the camera and upset the viewing experience. So anyway, I decided to do a lockdown coping strategy reading for all the zodiac signs, and to look at what's going on for you, perhaps consciously and subconsciously or unconsciously, and how you can take care of yourself during this time. So let's have a look at our Aries babies and see what is going on for you. And I've just come off the phone with a beautiful sister, Kathy Edgar, and she runs a WhatsApp group called Gathering of Sisters, and I am so blessed to have had that conversation with her, and this is really what's prompted me in doing this reading, and motivated me, should I say, in doing this reading. So let's have a look at Aries and see what you guys need to know. So Aries, basically we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Six of Pentacles. So very much being connected to the earth here, very much about perhaps, you know, during this time you're trying to be quite nurturing, or the call is for you to tap into that nurturing side of yourself, tap into that resourceful side of yourself, and consciously be aware of who you're giving your resources to and how you're giving your resources to. And remember that you also need to think about yourself at this time. There seems to be, what I'm picking up here is that call for you to be very empathic towards others and to nurture. But also remember that, you know, an empty cup can't fill another cup. You know, so really spend a lot of time kind of like focusing on you, which is not a bad thing, and not in an unhealthy way either. This is really grounding yourself and connecting yourself, because perhaps there's a part of you that wants to be giving, being busy, all that fire energy. This is really calling for kind of like a stillness of the soul, a stillness and a nurturing. I'm getting real Empress energy here, a real nurturing energy for you to kind of focus on yourself. It's very easy during this time to focus on everybody else, because then it means you don't have to look within, okay? And it might be a bit of a scary time. Perhaps you've got lots of responsibilities, but really it's about focusing inwards. It's not about focusing outwards, and using giving as a means to not spend time looking at yourself and nurturing yourself and taking time out for yourself. It's okay to do it from time to time, but really kind of look within, you know, kind of nurture yourself, you know, and become quite resourceful with that. There could be a tendency for you to want to withdraw as well, withdraw from others, not give. You know, I'm going to take time out for myself. I'm going to focus on myself. It's not that kind of energy, Aries. It's not that kind of energy. This is very calm. This is very patient. This is going to require you to pull back a little bit, okay? It's going to require you to pull back a little bit. But that's one of the coping strategies that I'm getting for you guys, is to maybe not overexert yourself in giving, pull back a little bit. It's not that fire charge ahead energy. It's more of an earth energy. It's more grounding yourself, okay? And being aware, being a little bit more tighter with your resources and your energy as well. Kind of choose who you give your energy to. It doesn't have to be given to everybody. Kind of nurture it, hold on to it. If you're feeling in a good space, watch where you're giving your energy to, okay? And let's see what the oracle cards are saying. Let's have a look and see what we have. Wait, little bit of patience there. Little bit of patience there, Aries. But you see what I'm saying about patience and earth energy? It's not as fast as that fire energy, which is quite action orientated, which moves kind of fast. This is requiring you to be a little bit more patient. It says honor your resistance. Sometimes no action is the best action to take. So yeah, maybe there's people are wanting from you. People are wanting perhaps your energy or a decision. You don't have to do anything. It's okay to preserve yourself and choose who and how you give, you know. So I hope that helps, Aries. Let's have a look at what's going on for Taurus. Oi, oi, oi. Let's have a look. See what's going on for the bull right now. I don't know if you just heard my stomach there. Let's have a look and see what is going on for Taurus. Oh, Taurus. I mean, what an interesting array of cards. So Taurus, this is really about you taking new action, new thoughts. Yeah, definitely about you taking new action and also opening yourself up to new opportunities of love. And I think this is really about self-love. I think Taurus, perhaps you have been experiencing some low level or low frequency vibrations in terms of actions. Maybe you've been really unmotivated. Maybe you've been experiencing quite negative communication talk. This is the opportunity for something new. And I'm also getting that this is the new opportunity of love. Not only is it spiritual for you, okay, on a conscious level, not only is it spiritual for you, but it's very, very healthy, because I think subconsciously you've spent a lot of time in quite a negative place. But however you've tried to hide that, you've spent quite a lot of time in a negative place, and it's this new breaking of this new day, this new dawn. I don't know what's happened to change this, to bring you here, but this is what you need, okay? So if you're stuck in a place where, you know, you are being kind of sort of pinned down by your thoughts, pinned down by communications, pinned down by sort of ideals and beliefs you have, you've been quite set in your ways. The sword is going up, so now we're getting a different energy. It's not downward energy, it's kind of uplifting energy as opposed to pushing down. So this is very, very positive for you. This is where you've got to push through that. You've got to push through the worry, you've got to push through feeling trapped, you've got to push through all of that. This is really calling you to, it's a neutral energy, it's air and it's water, it's stuff you can't catch. It's moving you away from being stuck and set in your ways, and it's bringing you to a place where you almost have to trust, but in a very different way. Okay, trust the process and trust the experience. That's what I'm getting for you. Trust the process and trust the experience. Allow people in to show love, and allow yourself to ask for help if you need. If you're struggling, ask for help, okay? And this isn't this romanticized love. This is about genuine care, genuine appreciation, genuine hope and acceptance and love and kindness. And if you need it, that's okay. That's okay. You know, I'm getting a sense that perhaps there's been limiting self-beliefs. I don't need anybody. I don't require anything. I'm okay. Break through that. It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to accept it. Let's have a look at the oracle card. Oh, look at this. And I'm going to take it because I didn't even get to shuffle those properly, and out popped trust. So it's really about trusting. It's trusting the process. It's trusting what's happening, and it's trusting in a higher power as well. We have 5 streams of water here, and that 5th one is that 5th element, which is the ether, the spirit, the universe. So it really is about you trusting in this process. Trust the decisions that you make. March to the beat of your own heart. Trust in yourself and trust in higher power, in the higher power that you believe in, whether that's God, whether that's spirit, whether that's source, whether that's universe, whether that's your guides or your ancestors, whatever it is that you believe in. It is about trusting, and also trusting the process, and trusting the experience as well, Taurus. Okay, let's have a look at Gemini. I don't want to spend too much time shuffling, and I don't want to spend too much time on here. Sometimes I listen to tarot readers and I'm like, just get on with the reading. Please shut up. Okay. Gemini. And I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. Okay, so Gemini, at the heart of this, I'm getting for you guys, this is more about you needing to get more in touch with yourself, because you're kind of here, man. You guys are going down the rabbit hole. Okay, you're doing research. You're like the conspiracy theorists of this thing. Okay, you are. I'm getting a sense you guys are a little bit distrustful of what you're being told, and it's causing you to go out and do your own research. And you're getting kind of caught up in this sort of hole, okay? And you are uncovering things, but I think it's kind of misguided. I think the things that you need to be uncovering are about yourself, and welcoming this as an opportunity to connect with yourself instead of taking it outside of yourself. And here we've got a lot of water energy. We've got a lot of emotional energy that I think you need to tame. I think it needs to come back to source, to spirit, which might be quite challenging for you at this particular moment, because you want the distractions, you want to find out the secrets, you want to know what's going on. But I kind of feel that it's about the uncertainty of the situation. We might not know what's going on, and that we're just not going to get there. Probably after the fact we'll know what's going on. So this is really kind of like a call for you to come back to source, come back to spirit, come back to your higher self. This is what you can focus on. Bring some of this intuition back to yourself. It can also mean that you are intuitively tapping into spiritual or occultish or things that are going on. Some of your psychic abilities could be really coming into fruition. However, I'm leaning it more to you're going down the conspiracy theories, and you're really getting caught up in that energy. And there's a call for you to come back to source, come back to spirit. It's an opportunity for you to do that. Let's see what the oracles are saying. Self-love. There you go. There you go. It's really about bringing it back to you. It's really about bringing it back to you, Gemini. It's really about focusing on what is going on for you, because you can take it outside. You can take it down that rabbit hole. You can take it into looking for things. You can take it into that space. But really, it's about bringing it back to source, bringing it back to you. Using your inquisitiveness and your curiosity to really bring it back to source. Okay, and connect and tap in to spirit. So self-love, care for your body, self-love and self-acceptance are the ultimate act of self-care. That's what it's about. It's not necessarily breaking it down and letting all the masses know what's really going on. It's not that right now for you. Right now for you is ultimate self-care. Look after yourself, Gemini, okay? Okay, moving on to Cancers. How are the water babies doing? I am a Cancer sun. So let's see what's going on for water babies. of which I am a Cancer sun. Let's see what's going on for the water babies. Beautiful water babies. See what's going on for Cancer, the water babies. Okay. Oh, Cancer. I already know what this means. I definitely know what it means. Okay, so Cancer, darling. We are playing out the King of Cups here. And we have the King of Wands. So we've got some real strong energy here. Okay. Cancer, I think, on the subconscious level, very out of touch with emotions. Okay. It's very weird. I know that a lot of people often say that we are very emotional. We're very emotional sensitive. But another side to Cancer is being the extreme opposite of being extremely cold, unemotional, unbothered, unfazed. Very self-contained, very sturdy, and very stubborn. Almost like, you know, unmovable, absolutely movable. And then on the conscious side, we have the King of Wands. Very flighty, very confident, very self-assured, very all of this. But the Cancer, what I feel this is saying to us is to really bring balance. Water, fire. Okay? Fire can bubble water. Water can put out fire. All right. So, and believe it or not, this is my sun and moon sign. Okay. So I am a Cancer moon, Cancer sun, and I'm an Aries moon. So this really relates to me on a personal level. It's really about finding balance and having that. Otherwise we become emotionally unstable. As a Cancer, and we can become very emotionally unstable. We can also do these massive emotional bombs, like we just drop this real heavy shit, and honestly, it's about finding balance at this time. It's about keeping your emotions in check, but not necessarily completely hiding them. It's about taking responsibility for how you feel and expressing your emotions in a real healthy way. It's also, Cancer, about you being inspired and motivated to do something positive. Almost, I get the impression to look within. Okay, and to maybe begin to kind of get rid of some of that stuff that isn't potentially serving you or serving your highest good at this time. It's not necessarily going in and doing loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of internal work. It could just be firing you up a little bit to look at things differently and to express your emotions in a real healthier way, instead of holding back and being quite distant and emotionally distant. Maybe getting a little bit more warmer and a little bit more passionate with those around you. Okay, let's see what the oracles are saying. Cancer. Oh, Cancer, darling. We also have self-love, same as Gemini, you know. So, again, taking care of you, self-love, taking care of your body, and self-acceptance, accepting how you are at this time, very, very important. Cancer, we also have that other tendency to give and give and give and give and give to others, but as you can see, the King of Wands is looking within. Spend a bit of time on you. Spend a bit of time being kind to yourself. You know, we often run away with ourselves. What I'm seeing through this reading is there's a bit of a theme that we are so used to giving to others, to focusing on others and not focusing within. So it's really important that we start looking within and spending a little bit of time firing up, having passion for who you are, having passion for the way that you've been made, having passion for every aspect of your life. It's time to love you the way we want to love others. Okay, let's see what's going on for Leo during this time. Okay, Leo. Oh, Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So again, we've got this real water earth energy going on, Leo. And really, again, Leo, this is subconsciously taking action towards others, bringing that cup of love, bringing that kindness, and nurturing it, nurturing what's going on around you, nurturing within. Again, we've got the Knight coming towards the Queen tenderly looking down at her pentacle and nurturing it and holding it and embracing it. Okay, so it's really about kind of taking stock, taking action. Okay, taking that action. It's real easy, Leo, again, to give to others. Take this time to nurture you, nurturing yourself, taking that opportunity of self-love to begin to look within you and to be resourceful with it as well. Again, there's not fire energy. This is water and this is earth. So again, this is slowing down, flowing, and to the point of actually exercising patience and taking time out. Okay, not in that sort of flamboyant, normal Leo way. This is about just taking time to look after yourself, look after your mental well-being, look after the practicalities of the things around you. Okay, it might mean, especially for you guys, to take action in some way that's going to bring about more stability, more emotional stability in your life. Okay, so let's have a quick look at what the oracle is saying. So you can see I'm not actually pulling just random cards out myself. Oh, I'm going to take this one. Friendship. Yeah. Call a friend. When you are mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. So yeah, do you see what I'm saying, Leo? The practicalities, taking responsibility for some of the stuff that's going on for you. Nurturing healthy relationships, nurturing healthy friendships, reaching out to people. It's okay. People might not reach out to you. You know, you might not be the focus for them, you know, but you can reach out and maintain and build healthy friendships for yourself, which is quite important during this time. So it's you taking the opportunity to bring love towards others and to nurture those relationships, nurture those friendships in a real positive and healthy way. Okay, let's see what's going on for Virgo. Let us see what is going on for Virgo. Okay, so Virgo, we have the Knight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So Virgo here, on a subconscious level, perhaps you know that you need to take action somewhere and you're kind of weighing it up and juggling it and not 100% sure, what should I do, what should I shouldn't do. And as much as you want to take this action, I'm getting the feeling that it's quite harsh. It's going to be quite critical. This is what you want to do on a subconscious level. This is what you perhaps even maybe called to be doing, but you're still kind of playing and toying with the idea and whether or not, and all this stuff is going on behind you. And it's almost like, I feel that Virgo, you are being a little bit I feel like you are being a little bit resistant to perhaps having to take this action. So yeah, I'm feeling a strong sense of resistance. You know, there's something that you need to sort out, Virgo. There's something that you need to take action with. Because you got to do it. You know you got to do it because you want stability. So you know that you need to take this action. And you're kind of weighing it up. It's kind of really, you're kind of trying to juggle this thing, but stuff's still going on behind you. It's almost getting the sense, Virgo, that you're being so laid back here. Let's see what the oracle is saying. Connections. Connect with someone special. A loved one is a gift to treasure. So, Virgo, perhaps here, there's been some challenges during this time, that maybe there were some broken connections, and you are within yourself, you're juggling with the idea, the practicalities, the tangibility of it all, how you can reestablish these connections, or maybe these disconnections. But I'm feeling that you are wanting there to be some connections in a very, very healthy way. Do it. Just go ahead and do it. Don't torment yourself anymore. Yeah, just go ahead and do it. Take this opportunity to reestablish those connections, Virgo. I like this. The two, there's a bit of a distance here between the two, but they are eternally connected. Yeah. Virgo, just do what you got to do. Let it go. And let go of any of the past, anything that's happened before. Just completely let go of that. Okay? Go and reestablish those connections. I don't really feel there was a lot for me to say there. I don't. So I'm not going to overtalk when there's no need. So we have Virgo. Now we move on to Libra. We move on to Libra. Let's see what's going on for Libra. Ooh, Libra. Okay, so Libra, on a kind of like subconscious level here, you're quite grounded. You're quite grounded and quite rooted, and almost just kind of getting on with it. It's like being very unbothered. But you are worrying about stuff, and I think the stuff here, because we've got the swords going across like that, these are just fleeting thoughts that are just kind of coming into your mind, but pretty much you're still very grounded. And I think you're kind of like a little bit torn, because you recognize that this is a cycle. You recognize that this is fleeting. You recognize, you know what, there's nothing I can do about this. But every now and again, these little thoughts are coming into your head, but ultimately you are still very grounded. And it's almost kind of like, if this happens, don't try and fight it. Don't try and fight, because ultimately you are very grounded. If this happens, if you find that you are getting played by these little thoughts, don't try and fight it. Like, the key here is not to allow yourself to be submerged in it, whereby you are succumb and you start experiencing depression and stuff like that. Subconsciously, unconsciously, you're real grounded. You're a very grounded person. You recognize the cycles of life and how things happen and how things work, and you're quite happy to just kind of get on with it. So when you feel out of sorts, and when you feel like you're a little bit worried or you're a little bit anxious, that's okay. That's natural. Okay? That's natural. You're not going mad. You're not going crazy. You're not you don't have to try and fight it. You just accept it. It is what it is. We're in a challenging time at the moment. Independence as well, which I kind of feel like with Libra you are quite independent, but it's not to the point where you can't be interdependent, where you can work with others. That kind of I think here, perhaps maybe you are isolating yourself away from people because of how you feel, because of what's going on, and you're kind of like, yeah, I know, I can deal with this, it's fine. So we get to this place of independence, which is great. However, it can also be unhealthy. So the call is to decide for yourself, exercise your rights to choose, most definitely. Okay, so on a mental level, you have the opportunity to be independent. If this is being caused by others, in terms of a work environment, if you're working from home, or even if it's around your family, you have the choice. You have the ability to make choices to bring yourself back out of this. If you are feeling like this, it's okay. You don't have to fight it. If you do need to reach out for help, reach out for help. Independence isn't the same as being totally cut off from everybody, where you need to isolate. You have the right to choose. You can deal with this. You are strong. You are grounded. You do have the mental agility to deal with it. If you are feeling out of sorts, it's perfectly fine. Your feelings are justified and valid. But you also have the right to decide for yourself, and you also have the right to choose. You also definitely have the right to say no. If you're feeling burdened, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you definitely have the right to say no. Okay? Libra. And now we are moving on to Scorpio. What is going on for Scorpio? My water cousins. How are you guys doing? La, la, la. I don't know where that song came from. I have no idea. Does it turn around? Every now and then I get a little bit, I don't know the words, but you know a song I'm singing, turn around. Okay, yeah, I'm going to stop now. Okay, I don't know where that came from. Okay, so, Scorpion. I'm getting the sense here that, you know, deep down you've got loads of desires, loads of wishes, and you kind of feel like held back by them in terms of, well, they're being held back by the situation. They're being held back. But the call here is to be patient. That time, things will come to pass in time. And I think maybe before the lockdown, you had quite a lot of good things going for you. You had quite a lot of positivity in your life, and you really thought like you were achieving all that good stuff. And now we're here. Like, you know, behold, we're here. The key here is not to get stuck again. This is water, earth energy, and this card just fell out. Yeah, I kind of feel like you feel stuck. You feel like your goals aren't, you're not moving. And I know how challenging this can be for Scorpio. You're not moving. You're here. You're stuck. You know? Set a goal, write it down, and release the outcome. Small steps make a big difference. This is... I don't really need to say a lot here. I really don't. Because cards speak. It's just release the outcome. You cannot control where we are right now. We cannot control where we are right now, Scorpio. Okay? But those desires, those wishes, those dreams that you had, yes, things are a little bit slow like right now, but it hasn't completely stopped. And you can still take small steps, okay? You can still take small steps. If you've already made your goals, you can start maybe doing some research on other things that you need to do. If it's an entrepreneur business, then start writing that business plan. If you've already written the business plan, write the mission statements. If you've already written the mission statements, write the policies. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there are still things that you can control, Scorpio, okay? There are still things that you can control, that you desire, that may have slowed down, but they haven't. Remember here with the Knight of Pentacles, it's action, but it's slow, but it hasn't stopped. It's just moving a lot more slower. Okay? It looks like he stopped, but perhaps he's surveying the land. Perhaps he's considering where to do it. It's moving it away from, say, the agility of the Knight of Wands and the fierceness of the Knight of Swords. This is a much slower energy, even slower than the Cups. But you still have the ability to bring these things to fruition. Just a little bit more time, and it's doing little things. Okay, Scorpio? Okay, let's have a look at what's going on with Sagittarius. Now I've got the Star Wars theme in my head. God. I don't know what is going on here. Oh, I've got all these songs and these theme tunes going around in my head. Okay, we'll take that. Page of Swords. And the Two of Cups. So, Sagittarius here. You need expansion and curiosity to keep you going, and inquisitiveness and inspiration and all that good stuff. And it's about meeting like-minded people during this time that you can connect with. This is air and water energy. So I don't know, Sagittarius, because this must be very difficult time for you. You like expansion, you like the sense of freedom, you like the ability to be able to go out and discover new things and connect with like-minded people. So this could mean utilizing social media in a way in which you can do that, joining groups where people are focused on the same things as you, maybe having conversations with people that are focused on the same thing of you. But it's also about you just taking some kind of, and it's really weird because I was just about to pull your card and it was pleasure, and on it says do something just for fun. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients. Okay, and this is what you get when you meet people that are on the same page as you. You're going to get a pleasurable experience. When you're curious and inquisitive and you find out things that you like, you're going to get a sense of pleasure from it. It's a feel-good feeling. These things are going to bring you a pleasure and enjoyment, something that you're going to revel in, something that's going to bring out the happy in you. So Sagittarius, just really connect with people that are going to give you that feel-good feeling, that are going to give you pleasure, that are on the same page with you, that you find that there's this mental connection, there's this connection of some kind, and there's a kind of like a feelings connection. You want to do this because it's a stimuli. It's giving you that serotonin. It's you know, releasing endorphins. It's making you feel bloody happy. Okay, go for it and knock yourself out, Saggy. Okay, now we're going to be looking at Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for Cappies here. I have no song. Yeah, I do. I have Eye of the Tiger. I should have done this for all of the signs now. I have the Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger. I saw a really funny video that was made up of different memes of how each sign is coping. I mean, I don't know why they subscribed. The woman from Fatal Attraction, Glenn Close, from Fatal Attraction, just switching and turning off the light for Cancer. But Capricorn was like some guy working out, which was really funny. Okay. So for Capricorn, we have the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles. So guys, Cappies, you know, you need your stability, you need your routines, you need the planning, you need everything to stay and remain in order. And again, up comes the Queen of Pentacles. She's been so prominent in these readings. You guys really need that kind of stability and practicality as well, and it's a good thing. Maintain that, nurture that, keep that going, because that's going to keep you stable. Other people might not get it, you know, they might want to throw all kinds of caution to the wind and live in perpetual chaos, and you aren't able to do that. You aren't able to function like that. That is not good for you. That is not healthy for you. You have to do what is healthy for you, and it doesn't really matter what other people think or what other people feel. This is what's going to keep you stable. This is what's going to keep you when everybody else is losing their head. This is what's going to keep you stable. The rules and the traditions that you know, this is going to get me through. Nurture those. Keep those in place. You may feel like sometimes I want to throw caution to the wind and I want to have a Queen of Cups moment. Stick with the Queen of Pentacles. This is the kind of energy that you need, but don't become so rigid and so rooted that you're unmovable, and now you're being quite stubborn, and you know you're being quite obsessive. It's really key that you know that this works for you. Continue to nurture what works for you, because that's how you're going to get through this. Let's see what the Oracle is saying. Let's give that a quick shuffle. Revelation. So listen to your life. The right path will reveal itself. Exactly. You know, so again, remember what I was saying? You know, this is what you need to get through. Then you do that and look at your life, because you won't go wrong. Like I said, when everybody else is losing their head, if this works for you, nurture that. Nurture that. Okay? You know what works for you. You know what keeps working for you. And through this, you'll kind of I always get the impression that when you start looking after yourself, things will be revealed and you will go down the right path, because you'll kind of see, like, some will get it, some won't. Okay? But whatever structure, whatever order, whatever tradition works for you, Capricorn, nurture that and keep that going, and all will be revealed. Okay? Now we move on to Aquarius. My lovelies. Oh, my lovelies, my lovelies. I wanted to keep this so short, and it's already over 40 minutes. And I really wanted to keep it short. I don't even know how to timestamp, guys, so I do apologise. Aquarius. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords reversed. I'm going to turn that round because I don't particularly read reversals. And the Sun. Listen, Aquarius, right now, this is breaking your freaking heart. But you're spending a lot of time in your head about it. You're really, 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 really focusing quite a lot, Aquarius, on things outside of your control. It's almost like you're absorbing it on both a mental and emotional level, okay? And you have to release. You have to release. You have to release the confusion. You have to release... excuse me, you have to release your own personal lack of understanding of what's happening in this situation. You cannot control this. And constantly thinking about it, it's affecting your heart, boo. It's affecting your heart, and it's bringing feelings of confusion. And this is where we want you to be. Vitality. I want you to be really stepping out into the glorious new day. And what this is also symbolizing as well is that joy cometh in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And maybe this is your night experience that you're you're going through right now. Maybe this is a simple purging and a cleansing and a healing that you need to go through. And so you get here. You get to this happy place. You get to this place of, you know, I can do this. I am okay to do this. You know, I will get through this. Ooh. You know, I will get through this. Not only will I get through this, I will come out of this with so much joy, so much happiness. It seems really far-fetched, doesn't it? That this bleak situation, you're going to come out of it like this, but you will, Aquarius. You know, it might not look like it, but you will. And you have to tap into that. And you have to believe in your own greatness. You have to believe in your own magnificence. You have to believe in you. Not other perceptions of you, but you. Not other perceptions of you, but you. And we have an opportunity. Oh, I like this. We have opportunity. Oh, I don't even know what it says on the back because I don't really use these cards. I use them very rarely. You have an opportunity. Release your ties to the past. Oh. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. You see that? You see that, Aquarius? When you let go of this, when you go through this purging, when you go through this healing, when you go through this release, you create an opportunity to shine. I'm not saying anything more, okay? Because I don't want to over talk and end up talking a load of crap. Okay, so now we are with Pisces. We'll just pay attention to that, Pisces, Temperance. Pisces, what's going on for Pisces? I have no song for you, Pisces. I have no song. No song has come to my head for you, Pisces. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to force it either. Oh, what happened there? So now we're on to Pisces. Pisces, I have no song for you. I'm not going to try and force a song either. But I have no song. I can hear Beyonce though. So maybe there's a Beyonce song. Yeah. a Beyonce song for you. Oh, Ace of Swords. Oh, and Page of Cups. Oh, Pisces. So listen, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. I'm getting the feeling here that you guys need to speak up about how you feel. Okay, you need to speak up about how you feel in a real healthy way. I need to hear from you, Pisces. You need to speak up. Speak up in a healthy way. And I think this is something that you be aware of, being naive in terms of naivety. Like, it's not speaking without some form of intention. So you're not speaking just for the sake of speaking. You're speaking about how you feel with intention. Yeah? With intention. And this might feel quite new. This might feel quite challenging to a certain degree. But it is actually speaking with intention. I'm going to speak with intention. I'm going to take action with intention. This is healthy for you. This is healthy for you, okay? And this is also about self-love and strategizing. This is healthy for you. Speaking up with intention about how you feel and opening up to that opportunity of someone to come to you and tell you how they feel, you know? And the fish is there. Ay, 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 ay. I need to stop talking. Pisces, you need to speak up about how you feel. Perhaps you need help. Ask for help. Receiving is an act of generosity. You know, I was just about to talk about the fish there in the cup, you know, and actually speaking and saying, look, this is how I feel. This is what I need. Asking for help when you need it. Speaking up about how you feel. People coming to you and also saying how they feel and that they might need help. But Pisces, if you are struggling right now, now is the time to reach out and ask for help. Okay? It's the time to speak up and ask for help and say what you need. And speaking with an intention as well. Going back to that speaking with an intention. When you're asking for help, it's not kind of like naive where we have to even be emotionally manipulative. This is actually being very logical, but coming from this place. So it might be challenging for some of you who aren't used to asking for help, who are used to being very strong, who are used to being and having that outer exterior of having it all together. But don't be afraid of asking for help. Receiving is also an act of generosity. There are people out there that want to help. Allow them to help you. Okay? Allow them to help you. And when you are speaking, speak with boldness and courage and intention. No one can read your mind. This is something that you have to verbalize to another person. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to overtalk. I think the cards have spoken and they've been very clear. Just moving forward, one little bit of advice for us all. I'm going to use the Rebel deck, guys. I'm going to use the... okay, so let's just quickly have a look at the Rebel deck. And I'm not going to take all of these. Okay, final bit of advice coming to you from the Rebel deck. Fuck fear. It will lie to your face. There we go. Fuck the fear of asking for help. Fuck the fear of being by yourself. Fuck the fear of not wanting to take a risk or an opportunity. Fuck the fear of people not understanding who you are or why you do what you do. Fuck the fear of being alone and being in isolation. Fuck the fear of worry. Fuck the fear of being codependent, independent and having people assume that you're codependent because that's how you see it. Fuck emotional weakness. Take control of being vulnerably, take control of being powerful in your vulnerability. Okay. Fuck all the fear of people not understanding and not getting you. Because fear will lie to your face. Fear will lie to your face. It will lie to you about who you are and what you can do and where you're going and